In the immediate aftermath of Trump's infantile, disgusting, and overtly anti-American meltdown in the Oval Office with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, two things have happened. With Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, the first is that the United States has aligned itself with the autocracies of the world. Trump planted himself firmly alongside Jinping, Kim Jong-un, Vladimir Putin, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Jinping, Kim Jong-un, and other strongmen presiding over illiberal democracies or outright dictatorships. Today, we witness the end of the official post-World War II order, which has led to the longest period of peace in modern history. The world is markedly different today than it was yesterday. The second major development is that a reshuffling of alliances is happening right now. In the vacuum of America's leadership, other countries are stepping in to fill the void. After Trump's petulant meltdown, leaders from nearly every democracy on earth signaled that while Trump is abandoning democracy and vacating America's spot as the leader of the free world, they are stepping up. Here's just a small sampling of global reactions. 1. President of the European Council. Dear Zelensky, dear Ukrainian friends, you are not alone too. Foreign Minister of Germany. Ukraine is not alone. 2. Germany, together with our European allies. 3. Stands united alongside Ukraine and against Russian aggression. 3. Ukraine can rely on unwavering support from Germany, Europe, and beyond. 4. Prime Minister of the Czech Republic. We stand with Ukraine and on the side of the free world. 5. President of Slovakia. We stand with Ukraine more than ever. Time for Europe to stay united. 6. President of Slovenia. Slovenia upholds the principles of international law. What we witness in the Oval Office today undermines these values and diplomacy itself. We stand firmly in support of Ukraine's sovereignty. Russia is the aggressor. Foreign Minister of Austria. We stand with Ukraine. Prime Minister of Spain. Ukraine, Spain stands with you. 1. Prime Minister of Sweden. Sweden stands with Ukraine. You are not only fighting for your freedom, but for all of Europe. Slava Ukraini. Ambassador of the Netherlands to Ukraine. I just spoke to my Ukrainian colleague and reiterated my full support to Ukraine, whatever it takes, for as long as it takes. 14. President of Lithuania. Ukraine, you'll never walk alone. Prime Minister of Latvia. Latvia stands with Ukraine. President of Latvia. Ukraine is a victim of Russian aggression. It fights with the help of many friends and partners and has become a symbol of freedom and sovereignty. Foreign Minister of Finland. Finland stands with Ukraine. No Ukraine, no peace. People have chosen freedom. Prime Minister of Portugal. Ukraine can always count on Portugal. Prime Minister of Croatia. Croatia knows from its own experience that only a just peace can be a lasting peace. Ukraine deserves sovereignty, territorial integrity, and a future in free Europe. Foreign Minister of Estonia. I just had a call with my Ukrainian friend and reassured Estonia's support, whatever it takes. Prime Minister of Canada. Russia has illegally and unjustifiably invaded Ukraine for 3 years. Their fight for democracy, freedom, and sovereignty matters to us all. Canada will continue to stand with Ukraine. President of Moldova. The truth is simple. Russia invaded Ukraine. Russia is the aggressor. Ukraine defends its freedom and ours. We stand with Ukraine. 29. You are fighting for your freedom and a rules-based international order. The global shift in leadership for many Americans, news beyond our borders, often feels distant. However, just because Trump aligns with autocrats and thugs does not mean the world is succumbing to autocracy. There is still sanity beyond our borders. And for the international community watching, understand that half of the United States holds Trump in even greater contempt than you do. This moment represents a historic rebuke of America's leadership. Every world leader used this opportunity to express their support for Ukraine, despite the U.S. position. This is incredibly powerful, not just from a democratic perspective, but also as a testament to how isolated the United States is becoming from its allies. Trump is literally destroying alliances in real time, and the world is moving on without the U.S. For instance, the new Chancellor of Germany made this point abundantly clear. In a shocking turn of events, Germany, the country that once relied heavily on U.S. leadership, is now emerging as a beacon of stability and rationality, while the United States spirals into chaos. What happens next? Tommy Vietor, former National Security Council spokesman under President Obama, summed it up well. As a result, European nations will now ramp up their defense spending. A remilitarized Germany is not necessarily a good thing for global stability. Yet, Trump's recklessness is forcing the world to move on without the U.S. The responsibility now falls on the rest of the world, with America retreating from global leadership. It is now the responsibility of the rest of the world to step in. This means 1. Committing to NATO. 2. Standing firm for democracy, maintaining a united front against authoritarian threats. Russia, China, and far-right autocracies will now push the envelope further. Russia will double down on Ukraine. China will eventually attack Taiwan. The world is entering a new era of global imperialism. The only way to stop this is for democracies to stand together. When we say that the fate of the free world depends on it, it is not an exaggeration. It is the honest-to-God truth. Thanks for watching.